I had that story I wanted to share. Uh, really, it's in the Muslim tradition, but it's perfect. It's just like the Zen painting, where the circles in painting um, describes the end of seeking. How seeker never expects um, things would turn out. Um, so it's the story of Hagar. Hagar was the wife of Abraham, and she was the one in the Gulf, the mother of the Arabs. Um, so there's a place in Saudi Arabia. It's called Safa and Marwa. These are two mountains that Hajar was seeking among them, oscillating between them, while she was looking for water for her child, Ismail. And the father left, Abraham left, and she was looking for water. She had faith in God. She said, He won't leave us. If it was a call from God that is calling you, Abraham, then Allah won't leave us. She had so much faith as a secret. And she had to look for water. She kept oscillating between these two mountains looking for water. Seeking endless for her child. What can she do? Just to find the water under her child's leg. She found the Zamzam water. It's called Zamzam water. And such benediction for her that after she lost hope in the seeking. So when Hagar comes closer to the top of the mountain, it's her seeking. She feels she's getting closer. Maybe she's almost there, but it's not happening. She comes back off the mountain of Safa and she goes to Marwa. And this moment of going back, she gets heartbroken. That's where the heartbreak comes. But still, the hope is there. She goes to the other mountain. She keeps climbing on the hope she'll find the water for her child. She keeps going up and up and up. Still, she doesn't find it, and then she gets heartbroken again when she comes back. That's what happens as a secret. Continuous heartbreaks between heights, between great heights. The seeker's heart is getting alive and then broken, getting broken, and then gets hope again that it will find the answer that will prevent his heart from being broken forever. It never happened then, but when the seeking died in her, when she lost hope completely, she found the water under her son's feet. How beautiful that is, even though she's so tired. This is the whole path. This is all about. Another part of that story where Abraham gets this vision, a dream where God tells him that you have to kill your son, Ishmael. And that it's an order, he feels like he has to do it. He's in crisis mode. Now that also is a heartbreak. Now there's also seeking there. Why? God do this. But then he gets another vision that is, he doesn't have to do it. That he just needs to get a calf and kill the calf instead. So that's a relief. That's emptiness. You see, there's no the teaching about you have to kill the calf, or this is not the point. The point is not about killing the calf. That's not the point. The point is that there's emptiness that occurred after he got the news that it's okay, you don't have to kill your child. That's the thing. That's the heart aliveness. That's the opening of the heart that happened. It won't have happened if he didn't get the bad news first. That broke his heart just to open it back. And now he knows God even more. Integration. Abraham already knew God before. He inquired. He asked, like, where is my God? His parents were Sumerian culture. They were worshippers of Sumerian gods, Mesopotamian gods, Semiramis, and I don't know, very interesting names. Um, and then he just left that. He said, "You're just worshiping stones. What's the point?" he was radical. Like worshiping God was radical in front of worshiping idols. Today, maybe in New Age, people would appreciate idols. They would say, "Oh, this is a beautiful idol," or "Oh, look at that." You know, the mind wants something to see, like physical work. But look at this artwork. Oh, it's beautiful. This is Krishna. You know, but back then it was the norm already. So it was radical to say there is God. There's just one God. It's all just fake. It's already radical to do so. Akhenaten was a radical guy also in ancient Egypt. He was also radical for saying there's only one God. And then that became conventional, and now it's again radical to say there's just many gods, seemingly. But you see, the answer is not on both. It's just the emptiness of both. Again, from an emptiness. Because the question may come, like, why would God do that? Why is He doing this to Abraham? Putting this whole drama, of him having to kill his child and then not having to do it. It's for him to taste God, to know God deeper, to know that it's not about the child, but there is also hope. The child is also important. It's a blessing. You have to appreciate it. You have to say thank you, God, for this child. It's the teaching of him. Even though Abraham knew about God before, he inquired. He said he went out the city of Ur, and he just looked at the sky. He said, like, where's my God? The sun is so big, it has to be my God. Just inquiring. And the sun goes, and he said, well, I don't like that type of God that goes along these lines. And the moon comes, and he said, well, the moon is my God. It's so beautiful. The moon goes also. He said, it can't be my God. And God cannot come and go. And that's when it hit him. But even then, it doesn't mean that he now cannot learn anything more. In fact, there's yet more to learn. You see, so these stories of his wife Hagar and his son Ishmael is there to teach him more and more about God, to integrate his awakening, to integrate his deep knowledge of God, deep knowledge that is there. That's exceptional. That's perfectly the state of the seeker, the situation. It's just looking, thinking that by his uh, capacity to look, he will find. In a way, he has no choice but to look. In a way, he believes in God. He says, "I have faith," but he's still looking because there is no other choice. The looking has to happen. The seeking has to happen. There's no other way. The moon has to come before it can go. The sun has to shine before it can set. That's the nature of things. It's so beautiful. There's really nothing wrong with the seeker at all. choosing one side, conceptualizing natural. And when God decides, the seeker dies. Then there is no need to seek. And really both don't exist, like seeking and not seeking. They're ultimately not real. They're just the greatest two colors on the canvas. Every other color is just an extension of one of them, in a sense. But they're just the big two dualities on the canvas. That's, yeah, that's what I guess it is. But yeah, just look at the world. Look at the world, and it's just so itself. Everybody fulfilling their dharma, fulfilling what they're here for, what they're meant to do exactly, without fail. Everybody, without exception. Everything, without exception. Without fail at all. And yes, this, from where this looking is coming, it's just unfindable. This unfindability is the most beloved and hated simultaneously. The breaker and the healer of the heart, the true heart, so that you can know it's a true heart. It has to break the false hearts and enliven the illusion of the heart also, to tell you that yes, this is also true. But it is not myself, so it has to break the heart. It has to break your heart also. When you think it is yourself, you lose all hope. It enlivens your heart. It brings the water from underneath your legs. You can see it. Finally, the water is bursting out. Life is bursting out from underneath you, from where you are. Yes, it's like you tell you, no, there is also hope, but it's just not what you think it is. Yeah, that's all what I wanted to share.